10 Most Dangerous Kids Currently Rotting in Jail. Welcome to my channel. Let's look at some of the most dangerous kids currently in jail. Number 1. Roxana Sikorsky. In Detroit, Michigan, a 17-year-old girl cried in court as she received a 10 to 20-year prison term for planning to kill her entire family with her adult lover. Roxana Sikorsky was just 15 years old in October 2014, when she woke up in the middle of the night and sliced her little brother's throat in a failed attempt to off her parents and 2 siblings. Number 2. Antonio Barbo. A 14-year-old boy who used a hatchet to murder his 78-year-old great-grandma cried in court as he was given his sentence. After serving at least 36 years in prison for the murder, Antonio Barbo will be eligible for release at the age of 50. Number 3. Jessica Carnline. A Casper teen who admitted to crashing her car into a building and killing her 2 passengers is serving time in prison. Jessica Carnline, 18, received a 12 to 16-year prison term at the Wyoming Women's Center in Lusk after she pleaded guilty to 2 charges of aggravated vehicular homicide. There were no indications that the brakes had been applied at the time of the crash, and no one had their seatbelts up, according to police estimates that the car was traveling up to 76 miles per hour at the time. Number 4. Bever brothers. In 2015, one of 2 brothers who were convicted of murdering 5 members of his own family and received several life sentences is now accused of trying to attack prison staff with an 8-inch-long shank. According to an Oklahoma Department of Corrections incident report, Robert Bever approached 2 workers at the Joseph Harp Correctional Center in Lexington with the sharpened instrument. He approached them from behind with the weapon before being grabbed by a worker and forced to put it down, according to the Tulsa World. Number 5. Sierra Halseth. After stabbing the girl's father, a teenage girl and her boyfriend were sentenced to life in jail. In May, Sierra Halseth and Aaron Guerrero admitted to killing 45-year-old Daniel Halseth, attempting to set his house on fire, and taking his car and debit card to flee to Salt Lake City. On April 9, 2021, Halseth's burnt body, which had been cut and stabbed 70 times, was discovered in the garage of his home in northwest Las Vegas. Number 6. Philip Chisholm. A U.S. judge sentenced a teenager convicted of raping and murdering his high school maths teacher to serve at least 40 years in prison, and the victim's father called the killer pure evil. In December, Philip Chisholm, 17, was found of murdering Colleen Ritzer, a 24-year-old math teacher at his high school in a Boston suburb. Number 7. James Fairweather. A teenager who idolized the Yorkshire Ripper has been convicted of murdering 2 strangers in frenzied attacks. In a park in Colchester, Essex, in March 2014, James Fairweather, who was 15 at the time, stabbed James Atfield, 33, 102 times. He stabbed Saudi student Nahid Almania, 31, 3 months later as she was walking along a nature trail in the town. He was hunting a 3rd victim when he was caught by the police. Number 8. Nehemiah Griego. Police in South Valley, New Mexico, discovered 5 bodies inside a home on the evening of January 19, 2013. A mother and 3 children were shot with a .22 caliber rifle, and an adult male was allegedly shot with an AR-15 style rifle when he returned home later. Nehemiah Griego, who is 15 years old, is the suspect. He was booked into Bernalillo County Juvenile Detention Center and was charged with 2 counts of murder and 3 counts of child abuse resulting in death. Number 9. T.J. Lane. 3 students were killed and 3 others were injured when T.J. Lane opened fire in the cafeteria of Chardon High School on the morning of February 27, 2012, while wearing a sweatshirt emblazoned the word killer. Number 10. Petrie Cordy. A 13-year-old child who stamped on a woman's face and killed her was given a life sentence. Glynis Bensley, 47, was pushed to the ground by Petrie Cordy before being robbed and having his foot stamped on her face so forcefully that it left a mark on her cheek. Cordy was given a minimum tariff of 12 years but will have to serve another 11 years and 4 months before he can be considered for parole due to time spent in custody awaiting trial. Guys, this is the end of this video. Thanks for being to the end of the video. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and tell us what you think about this video below in the comments section.